If you're not aware of this by now, it may surprise you to know that I am a bit of a nerd. Other than reading the Bible and learning more about recovery, one of the nerdy things I like is Japanese culture. In Japan, there is an art known as Kintsugi, used to make broken pottery beautiful. They take glue and gold dust and use it to repair the pottery, highlighting the cracks instead of concealing them. As a philosophy, Kintsugi is similar to another Japanese philosophy that celebrates an embracing of the flawed and imperfect. What a beautiful concept. Here in America, we all want the shiny new thing where they repair things, whereas they repair things that were broken and take enjoyment in seeing their imperfections. God does the same thing with us. He took us in our imperfect and broken messes, cleaned us up, and made us beautiful again, using something special, His Spirit in us, and His Son's sacrifice on the cross, making us into the beautiful picture of Him that we are now. The gold in the cracks, that's God's glory shining through where He healed us and helped us through. It's a wonderful thing to be able to see happen in the life of a believer. It is also a wonderful thing to be able to be a part of happening. There is a song by Pastor Danny Shelton that talks about wanting to spend your life helping others who are broken. Here are the words of that wonderful piece of music. When I see my brother stumble and all his dreams crumble, let me be there, for I too fail. And when I see his heart breaking from a wrong turn he's taking, let me be there, for I remember well. I want to spend my life mending broken people. I want to spend my life removing pain. Lord, let my words heal a heart that hurts. I want to spend my life mending broken people. When a wound to the body heals, it creates scar tissue. The scar tissue is often also stronger than the original tissue around it. A scar represents a healed wound, a trauma that has been treated. They say every scar has a story. What they're really saying is that people value stories. You have a story. You don't have to walk around with the broken pieces of your life, nor do you have to sweep them under the rug in shame or stoicism, hiding out of fear of people seeing the damage. Christ has healed that damage in us. In Christ, you can have scars instead of open wounds. And He doesn't just bind you up. He binds you together with the gold that is His life. Until we choose to allow Christ to heal the wound, our brokenness will be of no use. A broken bowl holds nothing, but a mended vessel has value and beauty. And because of who Christ is, and because of His power in our lives, we get to tell a greater story. The philosophy of Kintsugi tells us there is beauty in brokenness, and imperfections are not something to hide, but to put on display when they have been healed by something more valuable than themselves. Because of what we have gone through, because of what we have endured, because of brokenness, pain, and being dropped and shattered in life, we are now restored because of the gold that is Jesus Christ. We get to tell the story of Jesus in a way that is compelling and convincing because we were broken and He has restored us. Just because you've been broken doesn't mean you're worthless. There is artistry to be unveiled in the fragments and ashes. When people ask about a scar, we can tell them the story of how God redeemed the brokenness. We can show the beauty of his redemptive and restorative power from those shattered parts of our lives. We can point people to a healer and an artist. We can point them to Jesus. How beautiful are those who were once broken and shattered and are now made into a wonderful work of art through God's power in us. It's a blessing to be a part of God's family and to be able to carry the good news of grace to those who are hurting. So when you see the golden cracks in your life, like in that pottery, just remember that you're still being a source of hope. Remember that the damage is healed, and now it's a demonstration of God's love for us.